This is getting a little erotica right now. I don't know. Is this too much for YouTube? Am I going to get demonetized? Slow clap, y'all. Slow clap. Well, hello, world. Welcome to Raccoon Point Studios. I'm Sean Bombs, and today we're taking a look at a microphone from a company called Fifine. It's the Amplitank. It's a studio podcast microphone, and it has an XLR out as well as a USB-C out, which can be very handy. And for those who don't have audio interfaces but want good quality audio for maybe Zoom calls, maybe you do a webcam type of thing, and you just want better audio than your computer or your phone or whatever you're using. So yeah, that's why I have the Shure SM7B, because I'm going to compare it with this. I know that Shure makes another one of these with a USB output, and this is the original. This doesn't have the higher output on it, so it's the original SM7 with the notorious low output. So I am running it through my Apollo Twin. I could run it through the console, but I figured I would run it through something that more people would have rather than API preamps. Okay, so especially podcasters, you're not gonna, maybe some people will have that if you're a pro audio channel or something like that, but most podcasters are going to use an audio interface, maybe 2, maybe 4 channels or whatnot. Disclaimer, Fifine did send me this, but they didn't ask me to say anything. They just asked me to check it out and compare it to anything I wanted to compare it to. So I was like, cool, I'll compare it to this SM7. So you have a user guide in here, and then you have a special fitting in case you need that for whatever you're mounting it to. And then you have a long USB-C to USB, I don't know, A or whatever that is. You can put it probably into a little dock or hub or whatever. It would have been nice if there was some kind of adapter, but it's cool because it is a very long cable. I'm going to guess that it is at least 6 feet, maybe. Oh, you have a headphone jack. I'm really digging these companies with the microphone and the headphone jack, because that's very, very useful. And it comes in a shock mount already. Let's do that. This is getting a little erotica right now. I don't know. Is this too much for YouTube? Am I going to get demonetized? Let's see where we're at. Hello? Hey. Hello? Hey. Wow. Hey. Hello. We're at 40. This is at 41. Hello. 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 Hi. Let's check this out together, guys and gals and friends and foes. The outputs of the microphone, the volume, and probably the headphone out is only accessible when using this via the USB, because it's powering the microphone internal stuff. It sounds good. First of all, I think it sounds good. This sounds really, really good. Here's the SM7. Here's the Fifine. Fifine? Fine. From what I'm hearing, it sounds really good and rich. As a standalone microphone going into the Apollo Twin, how do you think it sounds? How do you think it sounds? How do you think it sounds? Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. How does this sound? How does this sound? How does this sound? Microphone checker, 1 2 checker, 3 4 checker, 5 4 checker, 6 7 checker, 8 8 9 9 12 11 12 13 14 15. I don't know why I'm counting, but okay. I don't even know how much this thing costs. Let me go check how much this thing costs. It's $51. This is a dynamic microphone, so it's supposed to reject sound behind it and pick up more of the sound in front of it. So let's see. Hello. I want a lover with a slow microphone. All I can say is, from what I'm hearing in my headphones right now, my first initial thought is it sounds good. I'm going to mute this thing and check my SM7. And this is the SM7. So, hello. I. Pa, 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 pa. I'm trying it for the plosive. Pa, 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 pa. All right, let me try this other one. Pa, 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 pa. Yeah, so this will not handle the plosives like this, but that could be this foam right here has like about 1.5 to 2 inches of depth before it hits the capsule, where this is like that much. I don't know. Are you going to be using this for beatboxing? Possibly. All right, so this is the microphone via the USB-C into my computer. I am using it in Pro Tools right now as the playback engine. So if you did want to record with this microphone into a DAW or whatever, you can do so depending on, I guess, what the DAW is and your playback engine and your computer. But on Mac, it does just automatically show up as the Fifine thing and your audio setup and all that stuff. So it was already there. I didn't have to do anything, install anything. So that's cool. The other thing is it is a 44.1 or 48 kilohertz sample rates. I recommend just using the 48 because the higher the sample rate, the lower the latency. So it might help with your audio and video at the same time. This is the microphone full on volume at its loudest, but I wouldn't probably use it this way just because if you get loud, it will overload. I do think it overloads a lot easier than the Shure SM7, but let's see. Let me see if this is... Hello. That's the headphone. So I'm still getting used to this. All right, here we go. Here's the hello. All right, I'm going to go lowest gain. La 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 la. Ha 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 ha. So when this is hooked up, you can use it as your playback device as well. You'll go into your system settings on a Mac under sound and just pick the Fifine microphone as your output, and then you'll hear your computer in the headphones. So if that's something you need, and then I'm sure if you're using OBS or anything like that, Zoom, whatever, you're going to be able to do the same thing. Just pick Fifine as your input and your output, and you'll be Fifine. I did test to make sure that the volume from YouTube was coming through here, and I'll just show you that on the screen right here with this video about anamorphic lenses.
There's a lot to love about these, so stay tuned and enjoy.
So I just did that just to show you that this is awesome. You know what I mean? So you don't have an audio interface. You're just getting into this. Maybe you just want to use this to game and talk back and then hear the stuff. You know what I mean? That's not something I do, but that's something a lot of people do. And you could definitely use this to do that. Now, the only thing I haven't tested is to see if I can get it to work with my phone. Hi. All right, so now I have it hooked up to my iPhone using the Blackmagic camera app. And the only reason I use the Blackmagic camera app for this is because I can actually literally go see if it's connected easily, and it is. And I didn't have to do anything. I plugged it in to my little hub here because, it has the USB port that I need, but you could probably just get an adapter, USB, whatever this is, to USB-C, and you'll be fine. And yeah, the app saw it right away. The camera app saw it right away. Fifine is there, and you can use the output monitoring of the Blackmagic if you want to, but you'll hear it twice. So you're better off just listening from the microphone. And, you can double check everything if you want to, like record something, see how it's, and then turn the monitoring on and see how it sounds on the playback, and then turn it off so you don't have to hear yourself twice. This is halfway, I think the gain is. Let me turn it up. Hello, 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 hello. There we go. This is all the way up. And if I was just doing a soft talk like this, maybe I'm reading poetry or something, and by the twilight of my ballsack. No. You could do this and you could probably, blah, 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 blah. But I would say this microphone, you want to be pretty close to it if you want that low, bassier sound for podcasting. So we're here talking about how this person died and who's the killer? Who's the killer? Hey. And again, it's cool because if you're doing this in gaming or something like that, you can still hear everything coming from your computer and all that other stuff or whatever. So that's cool. And the mute button, touch. So yeah, man, this thing's cool. I think it's definitely worth checking out if you're in the market and you don't want to spend $1 million on a microphone and you're just getting into this and you just want to try it out. I think this thing will do the job quite well. And the fact that you can hook it up to an audio interface or your computer makes it that much more valuable. The volume and the headphone out and all that stuff. And yeah, so check out the links down below and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.